Thank you so much for joining us. And oh my goodness, what a week. What a week we've just had, right? Oh, the storm, so intense. And then, that earthquake surprise yesterday. And it's just, there's just a lot going on. And I just really love also the reminder for today's program when I saw it in the email, very simple mindfulness techniques to help us remain calm, focused, and centered. Because we never know when something is going to happen. When, something is going to rumble physically, or something is also going to rumble internally. Most of the time, it's the internal rumblings that can be very distracting. And mindfulness is, a tool. I like to look at it as a tool, as a skill that we all can cultivate, that we can all practice and learn. And that is, the skill and the tool to help us become present, to become present in the here and now. There are several different approaches and techniques, but I like to look at it also and as an invitation, and I hope that this time together today will help you with that, is to have a little change, a little tiny shift in perspective from what if to what is. Because the body is always present. It's always in the here and now. And the mind is going into the past and into the future, right? So the mind is going into the what ifs, but the body is here into the what is. And it's important to remind that because there's so much information that we're being exposed to, or that we're being bombarded with, that can cause, sensations of overwhelm and overload, which can, lead to anxiety or just, to some form of exhaustion. And I would just like to invite you to think about, when you wake up, ideally, you had a good night's sleep and you start your day, and just imagine your tank is full. It's like your gas tank is full. So you have this presence, you have this energy reserve, you have this life force. So, but, then what happens, if the worry kicks in about what to-dos, what needs to be done during the day, or things that you're dreading, and all of a sudden, the energy is leaking. It's like your tank is having a leak, and, and often we're not even aware of that. So we start the day thinking, assuming that our car tank is still full, but by the time we leave the door, maybe, we only have 3/4 left, or maybe we only have half a tank left without even knowing it, but then going on full speed, only to realize, I'm getting tired, I'm getting distracted, I'm getting exhausted, and it's only 10 a.m. and I don't even know why. And those are just like, what mindfulness helps us with becoming present, just knowing, oh, there is, this leak in my tank. Or, oh, I also like to use this analogy of, the faucet that is running and it's like dripping. And, often, worry and anxiety and the what ifs are taking away the focus and the calm and the presence. But the good thing is, once you become aware of it and you notice it, it's just something that you can, shift the perspective, that little tiny switch that I mentioned, from the what if to the what is, to remind yourself, your body, your system, that you're safe right now, and that it's not, all alarm bells ringing, because this is what the mind does. It's giving us, it wants to protect us. That's its function. So, but there are moments when we don't need that physical protection. We don't need to run away from a tiger trying to get us, right? Maybe the tiger trying to get us was, one text message too many, one email too many. Maybe it's a TV that's too loud in the other room. So just knowing that, there's a way that you can self-regulate is taking, the edge a little bit off. So we're going to play with some things to help us with this today. So that's the introduction for today. And what we're going to do, we're going to start with some little breathing exercises. Then we're going to pair these with some words. We're just going to observe. And then I'm going to be a little bit more interactive. I have a set of these mindfulness cards. They are addressing several themes, and they come in 4 colors. And so I will then, when it's time, I will ask you also to choose a color and a number, and then we will just randomly, based on your choice, do that mindfulness exercise and see where it takes us. So just to, make things a little bit more engaging here this morning. But for now, I invite you to get yourself comfortable, whether you're seated or you're lying down. If you choose to close your eyes, it helps me to go inwards and to focus, to tune in, as I like to say. And just notice how you're feeling right now without any judgment. We just want to observe. There's no right way or wrong way. And just paying attention if there's anything that you need to adjust to make yourself more comfortable as you're lying down, as you're seated. Is there any body part talking to you? Do you feel any tension? And because I'm seated, I'm going to direct you and I'm going to guide you, for the exercise for when you're seated. And if you're lying down, just, follow along and modify in a way it makes sense to you. Right now, let's take a moment to arrive in the here and now, to take root for a practice. By bringing your attention and your focus to your feet on the ground. Just notice the connection between your feet and the ground. The connection between your feet and your socks, for example, and between the ground. Also taking a moment, if you're wearing shoes, to feel your shoes on your feet and how your shoes are touching the ground. And slowly and gently directing your focus to your right foot, to your right heel. And just noticing how the right heel is connected to the ground. Helping you to become present, to take root, bringing your focus and your attention to your right big toe. How your right big toe is connected to the ground. Bringing your awareness and your attention now to your right little toe, and how your right little toe is connected to the ground. And just feeling these 3 anchor points, the right heel, the right big toe, and the right little toe. And just imagine that they're forming a triangle. And that triangle is helping you to stand firmly, have a nice solid footing on the ground. Bringing your awareness now to your left foot, to your left heel, connecting your left heel to the floor, to the ground beneath you. Taking root here as well, building the foundation for your presence, for your practice today. Bringing your attention and your focus now to your left big toe and how that left big toe is connected to the ground. Feeling the connection here also as you're building that foundation, taking root. And bringing your attention and your awareness to your left little toe and how that left little toe is connected to the ground, helping you to build your foundation. Now connecting these 3 anchor points, the left little toe with the left big toe and the left heel. Taking a moment, if you can feel the air around, moving around your feet, on your skin, or the texture of your socks or shoes, whatever are covering your feet. Bringing your awareness slowly and gently up to your calves. Taking a moment to feel the air on your skin or the texture of your clothing or the cover. Bringing your attention and your awareness now slowly to your knees. Noticing any sensation there. If you're feeling the air, the temperature, or if you're feeling the texture of your clothing or the cover that you're having. Bringing your attention to your thighs. And maybe if your hands are resting on there, the connection between your hands and the thighs, the gentle weight. So bringing your focus to your glutes, noticing the support underneath you. And from here, bringing your focus and your attention to your stomach. Maybe the gentle rising and falling of your stomach as you're breathing. Bringing your attention to your back and to your spine, how it's supporting you, how it's holding you. So bringing your focus to your shoulders and just imagine that the shoulders are hanging loosely by the side without any muscular strain or effort, just like a coat on a coat rack. From the shoulders, bringing your attention to your chest. Tuning into the rising and falling of your breath. Maybe feeling the air on your skin. Or if your skin is covered, feeling the texture of the clothing. And if you haven't done so already, open your mouth just a little bit so that you have a little bit of space between the back of your teeth. Helping your jaw and your neck muscles to relax. Bringing your attention now to your face and the skin on your face, and just noticing the temperature. Now slowly and gently turning your focus and your attention to your breath. Gentle in and out of your cycle. Remembering that every inhale is an invitation to receive oxygen, life force, energy. And every exhale is an invitation to let go, to release, to create more space in your system for all the support to come in and to flow within you. And that's why I invite you to make your exhales longer than your inhales. And just finding your own rhythm. And just notice, do you prefer to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth? Or are you inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, through the nose too? Is your exhale longer than your inhale? Is your inhale longer than your exhale? And just observe, where does the air travel? Does the air travel to your chest, or does it go down all the way into your belly? And now for this first exercise, let's focus on our breath and let's direct our breath. So we inhale slowly and deeply through the nose, down the throat, into the chest, all the way down into the belly if we can, to the count of 5. And then exhaling generously through the mouth to the count of 6 or 7 or more. And if it helps, you can exaggerate this and then even, make blowing sounds and blowing the air out. Like you're blowing out candles on a birthday cake. And let's just play with this for a few moments. Inhaling slowly and deeply through the nose, down the throat, into the chest, all the way down to your lower abdomen to the count of 5. And then exhaling generously to the count of 6 or 7 or more through the mouth, blowing out the air if you so choose. Remembering there's no right way or wrong way, there's only your way. And we're going to do this for a few moments together, so I'm going to be quiet as I join you. And after your next exhale, slowly letting go of the counting and the focus. And instead of the counting for this next exercise, we will pair some simple words with our breath. The words are, I am here now. I am here now. I am here now. And we pair the word I with the inhale and the word am with the exhale and the word here with the inhale and the word now with the exhale. So we're inhaling to I, exhaling to am, inhaling to here, and exhaling to now. And we're going to do this exercise for 2 minutes. I'm going to set a timer and just observe and just notice how this feels, how this goes, if it helps your mind to stay centered, or if your mind just like brings in some dialogue. If it does, do not judge it, just observe and just say, oh, well, thank you for letting me know, and then returning back to this exercise. The beauty is you can start with every breath fresh. Every breath is a new beginning, and it takes the pressure off. Again, there is no right way or wrong way. So we're going to inhale to I, exhale to M, inhale to here, and exhale to now. And we will do this for 2 minutes. With the exhale, slowly letting go of those focus points. And we're going to repeat this exercise, but this time we're also going to include touch. And so if you like, you can place both hands on your chest, like I'm doing. Or you can place your hands, on your navel or a little bit below your navel, whatever feels comfortable for you, or you can alternate and just notice how it feels, or if it feels differently for you as we continue to breathe to the word I, inhaling, exhaling to M, inhaling to here, exhaling to now. And we're going to do this for another 2 minutes, but this time having touch as part of the exercise. Placing your hands on your chest or on your navel or a little bit below your navel, and just see how it makes you feel. Observe. This is an invitation to become present and to observe. And next, exhale, letting go of the words, but keeping your hands where they are. Taking a moment to use your hands on your body as your focus point. And just notice the rising and falling of your body under your hands. Notice how your hands feel on your body. Change in temperature, maybe a sense of warmth and comfort maybe. Just feeling the texture of your clothing against your palms. And just noticing the difference in temperature when you bring your attention to the back of your hands. Maybe you can feel the air move. Just for a couple of moments, leaving your hands where they are, feeling the focus. Just observing. And if the mind is offering any thoughts, just say, oh, well, thank you, not now. And if you choose, you can leave your hands where they are, or you can just move them. As we now go into the mindfulness card exercise, so we have 4 categories, 4 different colors, and there are 14 cards per category. So I will ask you if you could please unmute and just let me know, would you like red, blue, yellow, or green? And then a number between 1 and 14. Who would like to get us started with that?
I will.
Okay.
Blue
Yes.
and number 7.
Thank you, Valerie. So blue is the category for rest and balance. And I will now count the card and see what card number 7 says for us, what exercise it has for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Never done
6,
this.
7. So the card says tune into stillness. So let's see. So that's the invitation for us to tune into stillness. And I'm going to read the exercise and then we will play with this for a little bit. Let's see how that goes. An effective way to develop inner calm is to place your attention on something that is already calm. This could be a tree, a cloud, a building, or an item on a shelf. Notice which parts of your experience feel still or relaxed and make the decision to rest your mind there. This is relatively easy if we are in a quiet place, but it is just as possible when we are somewhere noisy and busy. You will find moments of stillness everywhere if you look for them. Finding stillness and turning the mind there means you can have access to rest wherever you are. So let's play with this. Within yourself or in your surrounding, find a moment of stillness. Make a decision to rest your mind either on your breath like we've been doing, or rest your mind on an object in your environment, and just allow yourself to rest there. And we're going to play with this for 2 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer and we will just explore and just notice when thoughts come up, just observe, no judgment, just say, oh, well, thank you, not now, and then bring your focus back to resting in that moment, tuning into stillness, like this card says. Okay, so let's get started. It's time now to complete that exercise. And we will talk about your experience later, towards the end of a session, because I'm curious how this was going, and especially, how these 2 minutes felt. If they went by quickly or if they felt like an eternity. And so who is next and would like to tell me a color, yellow, red, or green?
I would like
Yeah, Pam?
Green,
Green, Pam?
9.
Green and 9, okay.
It wasn't me. That
Oh,
was
sorry, who
Andrea.
was, okay. So we chose green and we choose card number 9. So the category for the green card is kindness and card number 9. So let's see what this is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Card number 9, the internet of people. The internet of people. And what does it say? When we engage with everyday objects, we can choose to look deeper to appreciate the incredible world behind the object. Every product, service, or experience that makes up our lives, from the food we eat, to the products we purchase, to the streets we walk upon, exists because of the work, commitment, and love of hundreds, sometimes even thousands of people. This is the true internet, the network of human beings who either directly or indirectly have made life as we know it possible. Take an object today that you've never considered closely and take a moment to reflect on all the energy that went into its existence. May the appreciation flow. Okay, so for our next exercise, let's choose an object in front of you, right where you are, something that you usually don't pay lots of attention to. And for the next 2 minutes, let's really, think about all the hands, all the people who have literally and figuratively touched, that object to bring it to you and make it part of your daily experience. And let's just see where this is taking us. So I'm going to set a timer. And we're going to do that now. Okay. So we're gonna let that one go too. Okay.
How is listen 3? I mean, read 3, sorry.
Red 3.
Red 3.
Okay. So red is the category of curiosity and joy. And card number 3, the value of playfulness. So let's see what that says. For many people, mindfulness can seem like more work, another chore like exercise or brushing our teeth, which we grudgingly do because we know it's good for us. But the magic happens when we approach mindfulness with creativity, playfulness, and delight. Try spending 20 minutes a day engaging in playfulness, whether it's writing a funny poem for a friend, dressing up in a silly outfit, or goofing around with friends in the park. The playful mind is an open mind, and cultivating playful experiences will lead to a more joyful experience of life. Okay, we're going to adapt that a little bit to 2 minutes and just see. It may feel a little bit funny and awkward because this is not something that a lot of us do, but just, with whatever you have surrounding you right here, right now, for the next 2 minutes, approach it playfully. So I don't know if you want to move around things, rearrange things. I don't know. So let's see what the next 2 minutes are bringing for us, and just notice and just know that there's no right way or wrong way. No judgment here. If judgment arises or perfectionists come about, just again say, oh well, thank you, not now. And let's see how we can play with a little bit of playfulness for the next 2 minutes with what we have right here, right now. Okay. Well, let's end this. After, in a few minutes, we will talk about this. I'm very curious what you came up with and how it made you feel and how time passed for you. And who would like, well, we have the last category, which is the color yellow, but who would like to give a number between 1 and 14 so we can do this next exercise?
Tom said 14.
14. Okay, so that category is insight and awareness. And card number 14, no intention. So everything we do starts with an intention, a small movement of the mind that starts a chain reaction and ends in a full-blown action. Most of the time, these intentions are all lovely and good, and often we're not even aware of our intentions at all. But sometimes our intentions are a little bit more negative than we'd like them to be. Try putting some energy into recognizing your intentions and the thoughts behind your decisions. This will give you the power to either act on them or not, instead of operating on an intention autopilot. So, how about for the next 2 minutes, we set the intention for how we would like to experience the rest of today and this weekend. And just think about this, how can you act on these intentions? Why are you setting these intentions? And what is your motive? How can you help yourself with that? And just, set the intention of how you would like to experience the rest of today or this overall weekend. And we're going to do this for another 2 minutes. Okay, so I hope you had this time to set the tone and the intention for the rest of your day and this weekend.